Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talking Bullion. Well, what do I have here? Did something a little bit different for old Talking Bullion. Talking Bullion loves this constitutional silver. But there comes a time sometimes when you gotta take a look at what's going on, take a look at the pricing and different things, and maybe once in a while take a look at the gold to silver ratio. Although that doesn't drive me a whole lot, it is something worth looking at to see, right? See what's going on. So let me tell you a little story. I talked to Mrs. Talking Bullion over the weekend, and I said, Mrs. TB, I think it might be time to sell some of our constitutional silver and get some gold. And so we talked about it, the pros, the cons, how much we had, how much we want to keep, where we're at with things. And as most of you know, we've got a decent amount of constitutional silver that we bought for a great price. I mean, in today's world, you just can't even come close to touching it for what we paid for it. And one of our goals with our stack is to eventually, someday, hopefully, when we sell it, make some money off it. Now, we're long-term on our stacking. We're not looking to flip most of the time. We've flipped one or two things along the way. But we don't set out to flip. We set out to stack. So I try to buy as much as I can for as cheap as possible. And that's just how I am. I'm just a stacker. Now, do I collect? Of course I do. I've got a few collections, a few things going on. There's a couple graded coins that I've been working on to collect a series. There's an American Silver Eagle Dansko album that I put together with a collection of every American Silver Eagle from 1986 to 2021. So I do collect a few things, but primarily we're stacking. And we enjoy it. We enjoy stacking. I enjoy getting good deals and finding good deals in the treasure hunt of good deals. And you got to know when to buy and when to kind of hold. And right now with where we're at, it's not really a good time to be buying with everything going on out there. But during the weekend when we made this sale, it really ended up being a great weekend to do it. The gold to silver ratio had dropped below 70 and down in the 60s for the first time in a while. In March of 2020, the gold to silver ratio was 124. So just about cut in half, and just figured it would be a good time because what that meant is that silver had gone up while gold hadn't really that much. So I got together some of our loose constitutional silver, some quarters and some dimes. I didn't get rid of any of our halves. We've got decent amount of halves, but we have used those for some previous trades and stuff. So I was really only looking to get rid of some of our excess quarters and dimes. Got that together the night before, counted everything, got it all set. Pulled together some Morgans. I paid really good prices for some Morgans a while back. And they were mostly common dates, 1921s, which meant they were in pretty good shape. But as you know, 1921 Morgans don't carry a whole lot of value out there. There's many other key dates that people are looking for. So I got together some constitutional dimes and quarters and some Morgans. Went through them all, made sure I wasn't giving away any key dates or anything really nice. And headed off to a coins show. Went to a couple vendors. One guy offered me, way below spot on the constitutional silver. Now I knew I wasn't going to get spot, but I was trying to get close. Another guy offered me a little bit better. And the third vendor, one of the big vendors, the big gold vendors that are at these local shows. And this was the first coin show around here in months. So really, really busy there. There was all kinds of people around. They were, very busy. And this guy only offered me a little bit less than what spot was for the constitutional silver. I was pretty happy. I'm like, well, that's great because you know what? That's about twice what I paid for it. So I'll take that. So he asked me how much I had, and I told him. I had it out in the car. I wasn't walking around the coin show with it, as you know. Constitutional silver is really heavy, plus those Morgans. And at the time, they said that they would give me, $25 a piece for the common date Morgans. So I was like, well, I'll take that because I only paid $15 for them. I was getting those Morgans for $15 a piece. So, I was happy with it. At the time, I think spot was about $20, a little over $20 for the Morgans. So, respectable price from a coin dealer. So I didn't officially do a trade. They offered me, an amount for the Constitutional Silver and the Morgans, gave me that amount, and then I turned around and purchased gold from them. So it was essentially a trade. He's like, here's what we're going to give you. Now, what do you want from us? So I went through, and let me just tell you something. Off of the Constitutional Silver and the Morgans, we made thousands of dollars in profits. Not just a couple hundred. We're talking several $1,000s. And I didn't trade that much. I didn't sell that much. And well, let me just tell you what I sold. I sold 16 rolls of quarters, 10 rolls of dimes, and 100 Morgans. Okay? So the 16 rolls of quarters and 10 rolls of dimes, that would have been $210 face on the Constitutional Silver. And then the 100 Morgans would have been, of course, $100, but don't really look at Morgans like that. But for all of them, I paid $15. They gave me $25. So just off the Morgans, made $1,000. So anyway, I ended up clearing in profit several $1,000s. And now it's one thing if you take that money and go out and buy something that's just going to depreciate, like, maybe a car or something. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to reinvest. We wanted to take the silver and invest it in some gold, because this year we want to get some more gold. We figured this is a good way to do it. So what did we do? We turned around and picked up some gold. Now, what I'm going to show you today is not everything that we got. With what we were able to get for that Constitutional Silver was more money than what this even cost. So we did really, really well, and we're just thrilled that we were able to turn it into such a positive event for us and get rid of a lot of weight for such a little bit of weight. All right. So let me show you part of what we picked up. All right. So I'm going to slide this away and show you the first thing we got. We got a 10th ounce American Gold Eagle. Pretty cool, huh? Got a 1/4 ounce American Gold Eagle. Pretty cool, huh? Got a 1/2 ounce American Gold Eagle. Pretty cool, huh? And, you ready for this? We got a 1 ounce American Gold Eagle. Now, one thing I want to show you too that I think is really, really cool that this guy gave me, and he wanted to, upcharge me a little bit, but he didn't. Look at the date on him, 2021. Remember the video I put out? I want this to be called Classic, not Type 1. So, American Gold Eagle Classic, 2021. You see it there? Got a 1/2 ounce. Guess what? 2021. Got a 1/4 ounce. 2021. What I need to do is I need to zoom in a little bit. 1/4 ounce, 2021. And I got a 10th ounce, you guessed it, 2021. So I got the full series in 2021. So, and let's look at the denominations. People don't talk about this very much with these gold eagles, but these are actually coins. You can see here, rested about right there down by my thumbnail, right up here, says $5. So the 10th ounce gold is a $5 coin, right? The 1/4 ounce gold is a $10 coin. You can see it right in the same spot, $10. The 1/2 ounce coin is a $25 coin. You can see it right there. And these backs are changing, folks. This is the last half year that these are going to be looking like this. That's why they call them Type 1 and why I call them classics. This is a classic version of these coins. And this coin is a $50 coin. $50 face. Now we know that nobody would ever spend it as $50. But what do you think, huh? Zoom back out here a little bit. Was able to get all 4 2021s for what I sold Constitutional Silver for, and that wasn't all. So this took nothing out of our pocket. Of course, we did, spend money on the Constitutional Silver years ago, but no money out of the pocket. And let me tell you, let me see, this, and these 3 coins would have been bought with just the profits alone. That's right, these 3 coins with just the profits alone. Let me see. Yeah. So I thought you'd find that pretty interesting, huh? So there is a way to do it. There's been some other YouTube channels out there talking about selling some silver and getting some gold. And it just felt like it was our time to do that. So that's pretty cool, huh? All right, and let me show you something else that came as part of this deal. Now again, remember, no money out of the pocket. This was all from sales from $210 of Constitutional Silver and 100 Morgans. This was all from the sales and the profits. I was also able to get this. My first gold buffalo. Look at that. Look at the difference in the coin color. These have copper in them. These don't. These are pure 4/9 fine gold from the U.S. Mint. Look at that beautiful coin. And did you notice something else on the front side? Let's see if we can see it. This is also a 2021. Oh, is that cool or what? I mean, that's just fantastic. What a fantastic deal. See if we can identify the color a little better. The difference in the color there. Now, these still have an ounce of gold in them. They just weigh more than an ounce because they have some copper and some silver too. So there's still an ounce here, but it's not pure. It's 91.67% in the composition. But yeah, so what do you think about that, huh? So this is part of the deal as well. And I have to tell you, that's not all. There was more. I'm not going to get the rest out, but there was more gold coins involved in this deal. Yep, a few more gold coins. So I just wanted to show you the 2021s. The rest were backdated ones. And so all these were the 2021s that came out of the deal. Now, I did have these other ones in capsules as well. I just took them out to so that the light wouldn't bounce off them too strongly. But yeah, so those are all the 2021s that were part of the deal. Pretty nice, huh? And again, what amazes me is that there was no money that I had to take out of my pocket, no cash. It was all part of the stacking strategy in finding the right time to cash in. And this was the right time. Like I said, I just about doubled my money on the Morgans, almost double. And the Constitutional, almost double as well. So it worked out really, really well. How to turn Constitutional Silver into gold? Well, just wait for the right time. Buy it as cheap as you can. Wait for the price of silver to go up. And cash it in and get some gold with it. Now, I am a firm believer having Constitutional Silver in my stack. I do not want to ever be without Constitutional Silver. And now I know there's a couple other YouTube channels lately that have said they're going to dump all their, quote, junk silver and just buy gold and be done with it because they don't believe an SHTF situation's ever going to happen and they don't need blah, 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 blah. I'm not just stacking junk silver for an SHTF situation. It's not the only reason to stack it. There's a lot of reasons to stack it. You can usually buy it for very low premiums, sometimes spot or below. Well, not right now, but I've gotten it many, let me just say, dozens of times at spot or below. It's also very recognizable worldwide, and people love it. People love Constitutional Silver. You can sell it almost immediately. If I were to tell you right now that I was selling my Constitutional Silver for $1 above spot, you'd be saying, how much you have? If I was telling you I was going to sell it for a buck below spot, I'd sell it out in 5 minutes, right? I mean, people just absolutely love this stuff. So, I just don't see any reason not to. And plus, one more reason, there's a few more reasons probably, but another reason I like to use, it's the ultimate fractional silver. It takes 14 dimes to make an ounce. So if you ever were in a situation, SHTF or some other situation, where you just wanted to do a trade or something, you didn't want to give up a whole ounce, you can easily break it up and just give them partials, quarters, dimes, halves, and not have to give them a whole ounce. So I think that that's a pretty cool thing too, because if you buy fractional 999 silver, you're going to pay big bucks for it. And with constitutional silver, you don't have to. So look for the opportunities, be open-minded. I got the idea from another YouTuber that was talking about trading his silver for some gold. And the timing was right, and it worked out very, very well. And, if we can get a nice gold to silver ratio and it stays down where, it doesn't take as much silver to get some gold, we may do it again. We may turn some of our silver into gold because, there's a gold to silver ratio that's published out there in the industry, and, individuals, and Mrs. TB and I have a gold to silver ratio as well. And right now it's it's not as high as we'd like it. So maybe we can try to, turn it around a little bit. But the biggest problem with gold is it's hard to buy because it takes so much out of your pocket to buy it. And you have to be disciplined to save, or you have to buy, the 10th ounces, which I'm not opposed to that. Because if that's all you can get, that's all you can get. But you're going to pay a lot more to buy those. And we have some 10th ounces, but we got a lot of them on trades with we found a guy last year that wanted to trade, constitutional silver for, he had, a lot of gold, a lot of 10th ounces, and he was just selling them to me with an equal trade of like they were 1 ounce and that fractionals. So we did very well on that trade too. But that was a different time than now, though. This was a really, really good time to visit a dealer, sell what we had, turn around, walk out of there with still precious metals, not, heading out to blow it on something else, and improving our gold stack. Hopefully I may have motivated you or encouraged you to, at least take a look. I am in no way, bashing silver. I don't think silver is good to have. I think having a lot of silver for your stack is an incredibly wise decision. I'm not a financial advisor. It's only my opinion. And just like I'm not trying to have all silver, I would never have all gold either. I mean, it'd be great to have a lot more gold, but silver is a valuable, valuable metal to have. And there's a lot of reasons why. We won't get into that in this video, but it's beneficial to have both. And that's what we do. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. And always remember, let's keep talking bullion.